everybody, welcome to Rana's Radar. Here I am out and about traveling again on the weekends. I'm here in Tennessee, a little bit closer. Listen to that. I can't help it, I can never get enough of the blower cars, everybody. But I'm here at Maple Motors, so I want to show you guys, sounds good, show you the lot, find out exactly what's going on. They're all over the internet. You have to have seen the YouTube channel. We're going to get more information on that. But before that, let's find out who runs the place, what goes on here. So I'm going to get Nick to join me. Nick, get over here, mate. How's it going?
It's pretty good today. It feels nice out. You showed up at the right time because it was raining for like the last 2 days. It would have sucked to be here in the rain.
I was worried about that because I saw from the pictures that so much of your stuff is outside. So I was like, okay, the rain is gonna, it has been a bit of a...
But we're not scared of them being outside just because, you know, they've seen the rain before. If I have a car that hasn't, we've got a showroom over here, we can stick those inside.
The place is big. There's a showroom. The lot swings all the way to the back. I'm standing here in front of the office. Why don't we step inside and tell everybody about Maple Motors first, and then we're going to show you some awesome cars for sale.
Sounds good to me.
Let's do that. So this is your office. After you, mate.
Come on in. That's my sister right here.
Hi.
It's a family business.
Nice to meet you.
Hi there.
We started this back in, I wasn't even alive in 1983, but in 1983 we started up the business. Jim Flight, which was my grandfather, he's not here at the moment. Huge Hot Wheel collector. As you can see, he's got all these set out here in the front. And he's actually at a convention right now with half the people here, because half of them love Hot Wheels, Mattel, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
And next door we have a whole entire room dedicated to it. It's just ridiculous. Like, you have to see it before you leave.
Grandpa started this. That's awesome.
That's back in the day. That's my grandfather when he started this business a long time ago, taking Corvettes to the beach. We'd never do that nowadays, would we? But back then, it was normal. Now it's like, oh no, the salt.
This is so cool. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good. This is Justin.
Nice to meet y'all guys.
Nice to meet you. Okay, family-run business here at Maple Motors. But Grandpa and you guys are cousins, brothers?
Actually, he's basically family. I've known him since I was 12. We rode around the neighborhood on our bicycles. That's how I met this guy.
Nice.
He's one of my neighbors, but he's become family. We are family.
Nice. Okay, well, I'm super excited because from what I can see and hear, there's a lot going on.
Oh, yeah.
Every day.
Let's go ahead. Let's go and see what you've got here and show our viewers some of the cars that's for sale, and let's get a variety. Like, that's what I always like to say these days. A variety of all different budgets, something to suit everybody.
Exactly.
Well, before we do that, Maple Motors, tell us the location, mate.
829 West Main Street in Hendersonville, Tennessee. We're about 15 minutes north of Nashville, Tennessee. So if you do come in, you can stay at some major hotels here. Opryland, definitely. I go there with my wife and kids once a year. They got a big water park. But people come in from all over the country, and they always ask, can we ship these cars out of the country? It's possible. I can get them to the border, but I don't really want them to leave America. Come on.
Come on, the foreigners love American cars, right?
I know. I get calls from Canada and everything all the time. So.
Even from Canada?
Oh, all the time. Australia calls us, Canada.
I mean, Australia's a bit difficult. That's why they'd have to call. I mean, Canada can't just buy the car and drive it over?
There's a little bit more to that. They're strict up there. They're a lot more strict than we are here in the States.
Okay. All right, well, I know a thing or two about strict guidelines and codes. I'm from Australia, everybody. But, Nick, let's get out there.
Okay.
Let's go. Hey, Justin, nice to meet you.
You too. Have a great one.
I will.
Now, of course, I don't know when you're releasing this video, but this week we got a lot of new cars in, and she showed up on a Thursday. We release on Mondays. Well, all through the week we move up the new cars. They get clean, and they get put out here with no prices on them. And when Monday hits, all the price tags come out. And as I say in a lot of my videos, 10% of our cars sell before I can list them. This is true, but you can walk the lot right now and see everything.
So they go up on Monday. That means that they get available for sale on Monday.
Yes.
That's when the prices go on and the stickers go on Monday here at the lot. But what about online?
So the videos, they come out throughout the week. I do test drives, and I'm trying to make money too, so YouTube is set up to where I can release 2 to 3 videos a day. Instead of putting 12 out in one day and ruining the whole week, I spread them out. So,
hey, everybody, Nick's got an awesome channel, Maple Motors. You got to check it out. That's how I found out about these guys. So if you put cars out there on YouTube, do you get inquiries for people wanting to buy it and then they come in and that's how they find it as well?
All the time, because honestly, they pay me to find out things that are wrong, tell the public, and show you this is how we're selling the car. We have a very small markup. If I worked on all of them, our markup would go up. We wouldn't sell as many cars. So we try to buy stuff that runs and drives pretty good that's got minor issues. And I go over them in all my videos. As you can see, this is a project truck here. This one obviously is going to need some body work, some paint, but it started right up. I just decoded it. It was a 5.0 motor in it. I haven't went any further than that on that one.
Okay.
This lovely lady showed up, and I was like, okay, let's walk around.
That's what I do. I just show up and I knock on these doors. You're right, everybody. Rana got cold, but now I'm more comfortable, so now I can take my time and show you guys.
Well, you'd have tripped out because last week it was 70-something degrees here. And, of course, it was like snowing on the bypass 2 days ago for no reason.
Well, that's why we got that chill in Knoxville, right?
Yeah. It's like, welcome to Tennessee.
All right, let's start off right here. What have you brought in?
Well, I haven't decoded these motors and I haven't checked these cars out, but I can tell you the years and I can tell you what they are. This is a 69 Satellite dressed up as a Road Runner. It's purple with a black stripe. It's probably going to have a 383 under the hood. I haven't decoded it. On the side of a Mopar motor, it shows identification of the motor so I can get the block number off. But when I go and do my test drive video, I'll do that before I take off. This is a 68 Plymouth Road Runner, and I haven't even popped the hood on it myself. I've got, 5 test drives left to do before Monday, but hey, I'll catch up. I usually get about 3 a day, something like that. The Lightning just sold. It was a very low mileage Ford Lightning. We actually haven't had one that clean. So, real fast truck, and they made them back in the early 2000s. I believe that's what this is a 2000 model. But it's already sold. It's heading out. Behind it, we actually got, this is a decent deal. When I started looking around, I really realized that one of the owners is selling this. It's a near perfect car. It's a 2013 Challenger, the Hemi 5.7. And the only thing that is wrong with this car, and he did it right before I started the video too, so I got it on video, but he opened the door into that pole over there.
You can't even tell.
I know, but that sucks because it's the only spot on the car.
Well, you got to get these because these are becoming collectors, everybody.
Yeah. They are. There's a lot of them, though. There's a lot of them on the road. So once they stop all the production and everything, that's a few years, they start going back up.
So it's a 2013.
13 model, yeah.
All right. No,
Eventually, it'll be like these old ones, but it's not there yet.
no, not exactly.
But it's only got like 20,000 miles on it.
20,000 miles. And what did you say was the price, roughly?
27.9. 26.9, even cheaper.
All right. Got a showroom. I mean, you've got cars lined up here, cars lined up there. Where are we going to start?
Well, Camino's sitting up here in the front. This one just came in. I haven't checked it out myself. I know that this was around 70-ish, 73, I'm gonna guess. Delta 88. I don't know much about it yet because I haven't test driven. And when I do my test drives, I decode and check everything myself. That's why I say that. I mean, I don't want to sound, oh, we don't know what he's selling. I do. I check it. I check everything. But I want to do it myself. Got the 72 Chevy El Camino sitting here, 17.9. This one's decked out with pinstriping and stuff. Nice interior. It's also El Camino at 29.9. Then you got the Plymouth Satellite sitting here. I think this was a 72. And the cool thing about this, big block 440 with a 6-pack on top of it. That's the carburetor setup. I'm sure you know that. 27.9, nice interior. This one we put on last week. It's a 66 Pontiac GTO convertible. Oh, it had a little bit of, I think there were some body issues on this one when I did my walk around. But I go over that stuff, so anytime you want to see any of the details, it's in a playlist on my channel on YouTube. It's cars currently available. But you can see all the old inventory. I leave it all on there. I just mark it sold.
I love the fact that it's so transparent, that you check the stuff, you sit down, you take it for a test drive, not just you by yourself, but you take the internet with you.
Yeah.
So we can all see that, and I love that. I absolutely love that. And I'm also loving the prices.
Yeah, we're average $2,000 below the national market, and we do that on purpose. Sometimes we get $5,000 to $6,000 below the national market, and I got to say, sometimes we step up and pay what it's worth, and some people will come in and have to have it. But that's going to be on a really, really nice car, something like this El Camino. That's everything's done on it, which I thought was funny because somebody did everything on this car, and I turned the windshield wipers on, and the little metal thing just broke off. And I was like, seriously, this is really, really nice. How did that happen? Things happen, they're old. Back in the day, it was no problem for somebody to fix stuff like that. Nowadays, it's the end of the world for some people.
I shouldn't be driving a classic.
Exactly. And I've turned people away. I said, you don't need a classic. They're like, what do you mean? I said, go buy a new car.
You can judge a person.
Yes.
Walking with
Yeah, because it's going to be bad on us if we don't tell them that.
Well, that's why I'm building and I'm learning the mechanics. You know, I wanted to take down the 350 engine down because I don't want to just drive my truck or have someone else build it. I want to learn what goes on in it and not look like an absolute fool. I always do look like an absolute fool when I don't know stuff about the cars, but I'm doing my best. Generally
a 78 Corvette's going to be on the cheaper side. This one's priced this way because it's got, I believe it was an LS3 or an LS2. It does make a difference. I need to double check that. I can't remember. But that's been swapped over to 6-speed, and every bearing and brake and bolt has been replaced. So the brown interior, the cream paint job, it's just different. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite cars from the last week update. But generally these are priced a little bit cheaper, but with all the stuff that's done on it, it's definitely going to bring that. Now this one here is candy apple red, supercharged 350, drop top, 67 Camaro. And of course 67s always in a Firebird or Camaro, they have the vent window. Dead giveaway. First gen, first car. That Camaro.
I appreciate that because I've been looking at so many Camaros, as you all might have noticed or will notice.
Yeah.
The 67 was the first year for the vent windows, or the only year.
And then, yes, and then 68 come out and they got rid of the vent window, but they left the same fender wells. And then the 69 is right here, and you notice they look like a D. Well, I'm ADHD, so I think 90, 69. I don't know. It's way works in my head.
Okay, so the 69s do have the one body style for that year.
It's flat on top here and round on the 68s.
Okay.
69, 67, and if this was gone, it'd be a 68. See if I got one. I don't have a 68
Now
Camaro.
we've got the Camaro here with a big block in there as well, a 502 big block. 39,900, everybody. I know what those big blocks cost. That's a lot of money under that hood.
Well, this has also got the Holley Terminator set up. And it's got a gear vendor on the transmission, which is another like $1,700. Gear vendor's a high-low switch. It's a 3-speed, but it's high-low, so now it's a 6-speed. Yeah, this is a race car, but you could drive it on the street. That's the fastest one on the lot.
39,900, everybody, 69 kilos.
And you gotta have, you know, the purple Challenger. Come on.
Sounds crazy, right?
Yeah, 1972 model.
28,900. You know, they need a little bit of love and care if you're into the shiny paint and you know, custom interiors and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's a beautiful muscle.
Yeah, like I was telling you when you came in, we don't have a lot of show cars. We have driver cars, something I can take to Walmart. If I come out and put a door ding on the side, it's not the end of the world. If I have a $100,000 car, I probably won't even go to Walmart with it.
No, you won't be.
No. So we like to sell stuff under 40. This one here, 70 Nova, built 350 under the hood at 24.9. And then, of course, you could look straight up on the fender here and you see a little bit of orange peel, a little bit of waviness. It's not perfect. Again, I point that stuff out so you know what you're getting. I don't want you to come here and expect a diamond.
Yeah.
You know, if I have a diamond, I'll tell you it is.
Yeah.
No problem. Nope. This one here, a little 307 driver car. Column shift, 1970 Nova. And she's priced, of course, $19,900. Right there where it should be. Aftermarket set of wheels. Now, what's cool about this one, prime example, this is a coupe car. They made it into a fastback. I know, that's a lot of work. $27,900 for a fastback would be just ridiculous if somebody could find one for that price. I just sold one for $53,900. That was a real fastback. And it was sitting over there. It sold in one day for $53,900. This one's 1970 fastback. This was all made here to look like this.
There's a lot of work in here.
That was a whole lot of work.
Wow.
But you're not going to find a fastback in this condition at all for $27,900.
Definitely not. That's
No.
why as soon as I saw that sign, I said, what? That's a Bel Air getting started up.
Oh, they're back there moving all the new inventory. As you can see, this is an Austin Healey, but it's a kit car. So this is actually a 90 model Sebring, and we sold it a couple months ago to a guy, and unfortunately he had to back out. Ended up selling it again as soon as we posted, which I knew this one would. It's super cool. It's got so much things that have been changed on it. So many things. Like, I believe it was a Chevrolet 350. Just check out the interior on this one. It's nice. Now it's a replica, not a real Austin Healey. And then the old Firebird sitting here. Let me see, this is a 68. So Camaros and Firebirds in first gen look the same when it becomes, 67, 68, 69. So without the vent window, still the round fender well, 68. I just love Camaros, and I know a lot about them actually. So my buddies were always like, how can you tell the difference in all the first gens? And I just looked at them one day, figured it out. So.
Awesome guy right here on Runner's Radar, everybody. I hope you're enjoying it. I certainly am, because I'm learning so much.
Yeah.
Hit that like button, everyone. Keep me on the road, at these places. Nick, you know your stuff. How long I know you guys have been here forever, but your passion for cars, where did that begin?
I remember my dad had a first-gen Camaro down in the garage when I was about 5 or 6. And he was like, this is going to be yours one day. Of course, he sold it. But I'm still chasing that first gen, but I got a bunch of Camaros. I got 3 of my own now. And I started back then. He just always bring the cars home. He's always cleaning them, working on them. Yeah. I've always been here. I started when I was a little wild child, so about 12 I started working here.
Kept you on the straight and narrow.
Sort of. And then I got a motor, and it made me a little bit more wild. But big block under the hood here. This guy spent $100,000 on this car in 10 years. So 10 years span, that's.
He enjoyed it.
Yeah, $10,000 a year he added to it. Yep. Of course, it still needs some finishing. That's why it's $42,900. This will be one of the higher price cars that we have. But with cold AC, a drivable, streetable big block, tubbed rear end, roll cage, the paint job itself, that's high dollar. It's like a pearl orange.
Like the Harley Davidson orange.
Mm-hmm. The tires are super fat, so
love the fat tires in the back, everyone. Check this out. These look like 15 inches, not normal.
This old Malibu car just came in. I don't know what we're going to price it yet. I think it still needs to go to the cleanup bay, though. It looks a little dirty. The hood's popped, though, so we can glance up under here. There it is. It's like a little small block, probably 305, 307, but I haven't decoded. It could be the 350. On these, to decode them, all you do is run the numbers right here on the back.
I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, you get a little book. You can type it in on Google, but I have a whole book inside it.
That tells you exactly.
Yeah. That way you're not trusting Google for all that stuff.
Well, that's what I was trying to find out, those numbers. Trying to use a brush and move all that grease over. Lovely this color. Ford 29.
Yeah, Model A. Of course, this was not for sale yet. We've just kind of been waiting, hanging on to it for a second. We got our reasons. We want to make sure we get all the right documentation before we sell them.
Fair enough. Now we've got.
Now this is 64. Supercharged Corvette here from 64. Side pipes. I haven't got to drive this one, so I don't know if it's show.
But someone can definitely call and give you an offer.
Well, they can call and ask us what it's priced. We're firm on our prices for at least 60 days. Okay. If I don't sell it by then I mark it down myself, and I mark it as reduced on our website with a small markup. And the amount of people that buy cars from us, that was the best option for us. A lot of people are like, well, no, all car lots, they do haggling. I was like, well, I appreciate it, but no, not us.
Not you.
I understand, though.
You do consignment as well?
No consignment. No, we own all these cars.
All right, well, that begs the question, everybody. Nick, where the heck do you get all these classics from?
So here lately, in the last couple of weeks, there hasn't been any car shows, but we do get invited to specialty auctions. It's not anybody can walk in there and do that.
Okay.
Only thing they sell is stuff, you know, from the 80s and back, something rare, and it's usually muscle cars. They're fun. They're fun. But with that being said, it's dealers bringing their personal rides and trading for other personal rides. I've seen so many cars go for 40 over what we were even considering paying.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, this last one, I was like, we're not going to be able to buy nothing. And so we're going to come home empty-handed. I still end up buying 6 out of 200 and something cars.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I had other people coming up. How do y'all price them so cheap? Like, we barely got any inventory from this place.
Yeah.
Like, I know what you're saying. Prices are up.
But auctions, you go out there, you buy cars, and then as your own, and then you sell them over here. So
Yeah.
no consignment for people who want to sell their own classics.
Yeah, no consignment here. We send them to the bigger places. Another thing, car show startup, that's where we'll get majority of our inventory. We go to Rod Run and Pigeon Forge. We got car shows that are here locally in town. Sometimes each week we'll buy cars from them. It's just the better way to do it because you're getting it from an individual that has had that car for, let's say, 5-10 years. Like, oh, I got it from so-and-so. We did this, 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 and this.
So you know they've looked after it, they've loved
Yeah.
it.
But we have to buy a lot of inventory, though. So, I mean, we don't get that with every car.
Okay. I'm loving the wheels here. So,
This is one of the owners. My uncle's, his name's Jason, and he had these custom wheels put on here by Sandman Designs. You can't just buy those anywhere, they're custom. And this one here,
what is this? What year?
64. Let's look. Oh, the LS conversion. This is a driver car here.
Oh, yeah.
But he won't sell it, so people ask all the time.
No, it's beautiful.
Yeah, he likes cold AC and being able to cruise. But he's got about 14 cars, and they're all done up similar. So,
I love, I said it and I'll say it again, I'm loving new cars these days, everybody. This one's been done so well. Oh, no one's even sat in the back seat.
probably not. This is a race car. I don't recommend anybody buying it and driving it on the street. If you want to go to the track, you can see that. We haven't listed it for sale because of this reason, because we don't really know how to market this car.
What is it and what has it got in there for you to say that?
I don't know the exact size of the motor either because I haven't gotten into it. They told me when they bought it, it's a 65 Ford Cobra kit car.
Okay.
So it's not a real, Shelby Cobra. But somebody just put one heck of a hot rod motor in this thing. And they drove it down the road when we first got it, and it sounded like NASCAR. I mean, it's just super loud, blowing the tires off everywhere. I said, what in the world did you buy? He said, it's a race car for real. And we've had it ever since. I don't know if they just want to go take it out on the track or what they're trying to do with it. They haven't even taken the numbers off of it from when we bought it.
Wow.
Yeah, they just put it over here and said, leave it alone.
Leave it alone.
Yeah. I was like, why can't we get it out and sell it?
Well, you said you take things for a test drive. I'm happy to sit in this with you.
We'd be flying. I just don't know if the taillights work. They're there. It might.
Oh, man. That's pretty cool.
And something that's not for sale either, but twin turbo Corvette. And this is my dad's personal car. And it's actually probably the fastest car I ever sat in with somebody. It was ridiculous. It's a R2B2 motor. I don't know if you ever heard of one of those.
No, I haven't.
But
What is that?
another race car motor. It's just twin turbo setup. Like I said, you get on the interstate, I feel like this is a 200-mile-an-hour car. So that's not exaggerating. We drive a lot of cars here. That one's scary. It's real scary. It's one of those you got to let out of. You can't floor and all that, or you just squirrely.
Nice.
Pops is personal. He just had it painted. Another LS conversion. I've actually tried to. Yeah, I've actually tried to buy this one from him a couple times. He don't even drive it, but he don't want to sell it.
Fair enough.
I told him, I was like, you don't get it out this summer, you gotta sell it to me. He's like, all right, I'll get it out then. And he just had it painted in the back. This chick come up and painted it. I hardly ever met a chick painter, for one. And then for her to do that good of a job,
Looks really good.
I was very impressed.
Well, so many of you do go to the Rod Run. You know I do. I'll be there again. And if you've got a classic or you're looking at selling it. And I know that the World Run in Pigeon Forge is huge. It's absolutely massive for people wanting to sell their classic cars during the car show. And if you haven't joined the bandwagon, then you know the locals would hate me, but come along, bring your classic, and maybe Nick will buy it.
Yeah, I might. I don't know. Make me a deal. I got to make somebody else a deal, so.
All right.
We're getting to the zone where I don't know much about them because this is all new inventory. This just came in. This is actually the first time I've laid my eyes on it. I can tell you it's a 70 model. I haven't popped the hood. Paint's a little wavy on the passenger door. I got some chips and stuff. But I'm sure some stuff will change by the time it's for sale. A lot of times we swap wheels. Well, we have that option here.
So do you do some work on the cars that you get? I mean, obviously if you get them at an auction, you don't really know what's happening underneath it. So then you'd have to fix the cars.
Well, those kind of auctions you do. So I walk in and we got a couple hours. Sometimes you can get there the day before and look at all the cars. But like me and my dad, last time we went in there, he went left, I went right. I made a price sheet after looking at all the cars and what I thought they would be worth if I wanted to buy them. I got to look underneath. I got to start them. I got to check in them trunks and look at the motors. So that's a big difference from auctions like Meekum and all that, where you're just sitting in the thing and you don't know what you're getting. Last time I went to one of those, we got screwed. We did. No, we had a very nice Mustang that turned solid white. All the paint was all faded. It was all just made over. Oh, wow. And I was so upset that we just stopped. We never went back. Okay. That's us, though. I like to be hands-on, go and kind of look at my cars before I spend 20 grand on them, you know.
There's a lot of people who would resonate with yourself on that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I started doing what I do.
Mustang GT? What year is this?
I think it is 87. It's purple, obviously. My grandfather keeps saying it's blue. I don't know if he's colorblind or what, but it's purple. It's got white interior with a white top and the gold 5.0 emblems. Priced at $12,900.
Well, Grandpa, I see purple. I'm sorry.
That's what I said. And this is our sold bay. Everything in this bay is last week's inventory or the week before. That's going out. Me and my wife just did a whole bunch of maternity pictures with this truck.
Oh, nice. That would have been awesome.
Oh, they turned out really nice.
Congratulations. First one. What number is this?
Third.
Third one.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yeah, so we've done it a few times. And this is the first time we actually did maternity pictures. She was very, very happy about that.
Oh, I love that. People can call you and purchase things over the phone?
They do all the time. So when I started these YouTube videos, we used to sell basically in person only. We were selling about 15 a month. It was pretty average. I started doing the YouTube. Everything went from 40 to 60 cars almost instantly. Yeah. And over time, it got more prominent where people were just saying, hey, ship it to me, and then people would be they buy multiple cars is what I'm getting at. Yeah. They just call us again, hey, I bought a car from you last time. I just watched the video on this new one. Just ship it to me. Wire transfers, financing.
It's because, like I said, the transparency that you've got is very real, and people sitting at home, they like that. Mm-hmm. They can see you just here looking at the cars, you're checking them out, you're taking them for a test drive, just the same as what they would do if they were looking at the car in person, but you're doing it for them.
Yeah.
And it's all there on film.
And they rely on me, so I'm not going to mess up. You know, I don't want you to come here and yell at me.
Yeah.
That's a big deal because I'm out here all the time by myself running around. You know, you mess somebody up, karma is coming at you.
And you're on the internet now, so you got to watch exactly what you do.
Oh, yeah. It's my livelihood.
Absolutely.
Looks like we got what's this, mustard color Roadrunner? Nice. I don't know what you call that color. Somebody liked it. Somebody will like it again. 4-speed car. It's a little orange peely.
Oh, very.
Somebody probably just cheaped out and painted it. But we get some stuff in like this, and it'll probably be a lower price too.
Well, it's perfect for somebody who wants to do a retro mod and turn it into something else.
This one I think is going on the website Monday. 70 model, fastback. Not a boss car, just stickered up. I don't think this one is. I didn't even know we had this back here. Hideaways, 68 Camaro. See the round fender wells, no vent.
Yeah. Now I know that's going to stick with me.
I do like these Camaros. I'm a big fan. 66. This is a Fury. So you're getting to see all this stuff first with me. I haven't even seen this.
There you go. And you lot at home are seeing it on Rana's radar. And now I know most of you will be going, all right, let's go over to Maple Motors and see what they've got. I know I will.
This one here is just an off-road beast. That's all it's for. I drove it down the road. It needs so much to be road legal. It's somebody's backyard park toy. It's a 71 Toyota. But I'm telling you, it's got thousands in upgrades for off-roading. Like this bumper here holds air for your tires. Just a bunch of random stuff like that.
What? The bumper holds air?
Yeah, it's got air chucks. So you get low on a tire. A lot of times when you're off-road and you let all the air out of your tires. Yeah. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool. I'm speechless.
I know, it kind of looks like just a big mean monster, and then all of a sudden you start looking, it's got all these upgrades.
and the awesome thing is they're not just upgrades, they're very convenient upgrades, because whoever did this obviously was out there off-roading, and they thought, you know what, this would be necessary, this would be super convenient.
Yeah, it's cool. Oh, Camino.
Yeah.
Got the bed cover on it. I don't know much about it either, but you can tell it's about to go through cleanup. She's dusty. And when we get them in, a lot of times, you know, we check under the hood, we check all your hoses, we tighten things up, obviously. That's one of the easiest things to do, so why not? Get your screwdrivers out, tighten all your hoses, check everything, check all your fluids. And then we give them a drive, which I don't actually drive them first. Jason drives them, and then my Uncle Jeff drives them. Jeff goes out, does 100 detailed pictures, inside out, underneath, puts that on the website first, and then throughout the week, my test drive videos come out, and that's when I get my hands on them. So there's actually 3 people that check these cars out before they leave.
Nice.
That way when you call and say, what's the real deal? You should be like, yeah, it needs this and this.
Yeah.
Or we'll say, hey, don't drive this one home, trailer it.
And MapleMotors.com?
Yes.
Okay.
On Mondays at 12, that's when we put all the new stuff on.
Mondays at 12. I'm going to have the information on the screen, everybody, as well as the description as well. So you can check it out for yourself. But I'm having a fabulous time walking around and seeing all the different cars.
Yeah, this is just one of our friends' cars. They're out of town at the Hot Wheels thing.
So you want to just sell it while they're not here?
No, he just needed somewhere to park. This an old Corvette. It'll be for sale eventually. This one they thought about painting, which we don't really have a painter, but it's one of my dad's.
Okay.
And he's like, man, I'd hate to not just paint that car. I said, you really should, because it's.
Do they have a wrap on this?
No, that's just the paint pulling off of it.
Oh, wow.
Factory paint falling off. It's actually not got that many miles from what I remember. I want to say it's like 100. And then it's a built motor. The exhaust sounds good. I mean, it sounds good and everything, but it looks, you know, it needs paint.
We've seen paint jobs that are like over 20, 30 years old, and they look absolutely immaculate. So I'm just wondering what went wrong.
Oh, it's a sad deal we got to fix. Came off the trailer. My uncle pulled it back here, started checking it out. Brakes went out. He creamed the Corvette. It was loud. I got scared. I said, are you okay? And he goes, I'm fine, but now we got to fix the car. I was like, well, you know, in this business,
just kissing. They don't even look like they've done any damage to each other.
Well, in this business, man, you never know. Some things do happen. It come right off the truck perfectly fine. He went to pull it back here, no brakes.
No brakes.
And he was trying to, he just threaded the needle there, didn't he? At least he hit this one. It's poor Corvette. Yeah, this one's, I don't know what the deal with this. I think it was more of a trade-in deal and then it didn't run or something. Stuff like this will sit back here for 2 years until we just say, hey, we're going to sell this super cheap to somebody who wants it.
Who's going to use it as a project car.
Yeah.
And hopefully not for parts.
This one's sold, but it's sitting back here as well. Just another $79.50, so.
Under $8,000.
Yeah. You hardly ever see classics under 10.
No.
But we got one. We usually get at least one every month under 10 grand. So Colorado's our tire runner. We go pick up tires.
Hey, can we look at the truck here, the Ford?
Well, this one here has only got 20,000 miles. It'll be coming up for sale.
Which one?
This Camaro.
The Camaro, okay.
Z28 car, and then next to it, true SS convertible, 120,000 miles. and it's getting ready to come up. I personally love these cars. I got one of them at the house. That 100,000 mile 96 Suburban, it's kind of random. It's not a classic, but I guess it could be 96.
If this is a classic, that makes us very old.
Well, I don't think of it that way. We're classics. What about an Imperial? $6,000 is what we'll sell it for. Runs and drives, got the 392 Hemi motor. Interior's already been redone.
And you're selling this for $6,000?
Yep. I just drove it yesterday. It is a project car, that's why it's $6,000. But somebody already put the money into the interior, which looks nice. I actually really like the dash in these.
It's a whole car, everybody. It's a whole car, and that's what I've learned with the project. If you can get a car that's all in one piece, this is it right here. Compared to the amount of money that you would be putting in to restore this and get it to look exactly the way you want, $6,000 is nothing, in my opinion.
I'm gonna say at the best case, somebody spent $2,000 just to do this interior. They probably spent more than that because they got the headliner, package tray, seats, door panels, everything redone. This is a 75 F-150.
You could fit seats in the back there, couldn't you?
Yeah. Right now it's got subwoofers.
15,900. And is that a Windsor underneath it? 350?
I'm trying to remember what motor was in it.
I'm just thinking for that price, I don't see it having a Coyote.
We got the inline 6.
Okay.
Cold AC. Was this
The
a...
brakes have been updated as well.
Yeah, this is a 3 on the tree vehicle. So. Yeah, 56 had the hideaway gas cap in the tail light, and the 57 had the big fins.
And what is this going to be listed as?
I actually don't remember. I just did the test drive, but I've got all the prices on my desk. So once we list them, I start memorizing a little bit of that stuff. You usually don't have to, though.
In the 30s.
Yeah, it would be low 30s because it needs paint.
30s.
But it is a Bel Air.
It is a Bel Air. I know what some of you are thinking, but it's a Bel Air. I'm going to get my truck finished. That's my favorite car, the 57 Bel Air.
Yeah?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Well, we got 2 of them on the left side there.
And they're never cheap. And you never find them in project cars.
Mm-mm.
Where's yours?
Mine? Well, I got a Camaro here right now, but...
No, I'm saying the Bel Airs.
Oh, well, we got a whole row over here of cars. Just still check out. A couple trucks we just got in. They're not listed yet. I think it was 86, 87. 87 step side sitting there, I think. Was that the year? This one I just got done doing the test drive on. That was the 86, and that one's an 84. This one's actually really clean truck here. Inside and out, paint's beautiful, and the guys down the road, they're constantly restoring them, and they're bringing a lot of money here nowadays. It's like these trucks are way higher than I ever thought they'd be.
Yep.
You got the 75 Impala, which we've been trying to sell for a little bit, so anybody want to buy this, we'll make you a deal. There's a guy that come up here today that may end up picking it up, and we got another guy on the phone that is ready to buy it as well and just hasn't sent the money. So if it's still here, we're ready to make a deal. It actually runs and drives really good, and I think what's scaring everybody is a little bit of that rust down in the lower.
The interiors look good too.
It's not bad. It's got a little rip in the driver's seat there. It's got these bubbles here,
Yeah.
and a little bit of the rust down there. But 350 AC, I mean,
One of those cars, it screams classic.
mhm.
Get into the local show, local cruising.
Chrysler Newport.
11,000 20,900.
We just marked that down. It was 12.9. We can't keep the cars clean though. They washed them off yesterday after the storm come through, and that tree's just been shedding. It's okay though. This is where we switched to watching them twice a week.
Well, compared to the junkyard where we might start, you know, scavenging through trees and shrubs.
Oh, nice.
These look good.
This got the big block in it, 454. It's a 70 Caprice. Needs paint, but I drove it yesterday and it runs good. Now, one thing, what about a Chevelle for 20,900? That's a 72 model. I like the white interior. 57 Bel Air.
27,900.
And then you got a 57 with the 210 trim,
Yeah.
but it's 27.9 because of this.
What's that in there?
LS motor.
LS1.
Mm-hmm. Little hot rod. This one's got the manual valve body for the guys that don't want to push the clutch in but still want to shift. People always ask what that is. I feel like it's for drag racing, but a lot of people nowadays, if their legs hurt and knees hurt and they want to shift, they'll get something with a manual valve body.
So can you show me what that is like on the Bel Air? Because I've seen the paddle shifters.
So it's in the floor.
It's on the floor, okay.
But when you take off, you're going to go all the way back and then you just shift up. So it'd be 1, 2, 3. And when you come back to a red light, it's got a big stall. You don't have to shift down until you get to the red light. Just smack it down. You know, going around turns and stuff, you can smack it down in a second. It won't rev up or do something crazy. It'll just be...
You just have to watch your RPMs every time you shift up or down?
We just listen.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, that's what I do. You can watch your RPMs, but you're not going to be racing, so you'll know when to shift.
You know, you can feel
Yeah,
it.
when it still feels good. Oh, Silver Street. This is a 46 model. She's 18.9, and the test drive video is coming out tomorrow on this. By the time you watch this video, it'll already be out. My favorite thing about this is the hood ornament. It's a guy's face.
Pontiac, what happened to the ship? I won't comment. I mean, that ship, I don't know, it might resemble the, what is it, the Mayflower ship?
Yeah.
With like an Indian head.
Yeah. He's got a big feather coming back.
So I'm not going to comment.
This one's got a few little modern things. You know, somebody's upgraded the seat, put power seats in it. They've upgraded the gauges and put a tom-tom in the middle of the dash. But there's the lot. That's everything we got available right now and all the future inventory. Tomorrow, that'll change. There'll be new cars come in. Monday, probably have another 6 sitting back there and so on. We have to get 2 to 3 a day to stay in business.
This is super cool. Maple Motors, everybody, here in Hendersonville.
Yeah, 15 minutes north of Nashville, the easiest local landmark around.
Get on to MapleMotors.com. Check out the YouTube channel Maple Motors and see these cars in action. See them just get absolutely tested, looked over in detail, as well as the website that's got all the pictures. Give Nick a call, put an offer in, and I hope you've liked it. Till next time, thanks a lot.
Thanks. Y'all have a good one.